Hey folks, so I wanted to send you this new testimonial because I haven't had an amazing one in a long time. I get to hear wonderful testimonials from others, but personally, I use the oils in everyday use that it doesn't usually surprise me as much. I just already know how wonderful it is, and I guess I expect it to be that way. But I wanted to send this video out to you because my son Braden, who's got his own YouTube channel, by the way, Oils with B, and check out this link to subscribe. Anyhow, so Braden has he had been feeling really warm. Now this is at the end of the first week of school. We were staying up late just trying to adjust, and we had some visitors, so his schedule was just really crazy. We did have a lot of sun time in here in Hawaii with summer, and then he had soccer that morning. So on Saturday morning we wake up and he's just feeling really just blah, and I figured this was an early game, rough long week, he's probably just exhausted. Or even dehydrated, and it could have all been that, right? But of course, with COVID, the first thoughts in my mind is, oh my goodness, is he getting sick? Does he have a virus? Could he have COVID, right? So anyhow, I had him shower and I had him rest, and I noticed his body was feeling really warm. He didn't reach 100, but he was just really warm. He complained of a massive headache, and he just wasn't interested in eating. So after his shower, I had him hydrate, and I tried to get some things into him. And after that, I decided to research because I wanted to be on the safer side. And if it was a virus, I wanted to use oils. And I'm gonna admit, the fear of it possibly being COVID had caused me to search in my medicine cabinet and see what traditional medicines do I have. And I felt I'm not going to take any risk with my son, right? And we've been in doTERRA very actively for about 2-3 years. And I've got to say, I had no medication. Everything was expired. So I poured some, pain and fever medicine for him to take, and he took a tiny little sip and he refused. He said, "This is disgusting. Can you just give me oils?" And that warmed my heart, because of course I should be going with the oils, and yet it did give me some fear in my ability to find the right oils, which was my first fault, because I really need to have more faith in the power of nature and natural healing. So anyhow, I looked up some references, and I have some great reference books and a specific protocol that was very outlined for viruses, influenza, and a multitude of really bad infections. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna make this roller ball. So I put 3 drops of each of those oils in this roller ball, and I topped it off with fractionated coconut oil, understanding that he is 7, so you want to make sure the dilution is appropriate for his age. And because these oils are very, very, very potent, I chose to apply them only on his feet. I did do the first initial on his spine, but sometimes oils, very potent oils, if not properly diluted with fractionated coconut oil on very thin or young children's skin, it could cause some skin sensitivity. So I wanted to avoid all of that. Anyhow, moving on, made this blend. So I'm now about to apply it under his feet, and I realize a portion of his feet is a bit more pinkish than others. Now, it wasn't a bite, he didn't have an injury, which is a little bit more pinkish. Check out this photo. And I looked up in the reflexology, and I understood that it had to do with his chest area, right? His lungs or chest, and more so I was a bit freaked out. Oh my God, could this be COVID? So I was just hoping and praying that this blend was going to do the trick. So understanding doTERRA, less is more, and also understanding that you're going to have to apply it more frequently. So traditional medication, you could maybe the directions is 4 to 6 hours or, once or twice a day. Well, with essential oils application is more frequent. So I chose to start first with 20 minutes. So I applied it under his feet. I kept changing his cool compress, keeping him very comfortable, allowing him to rest. I also made sure windows and good ventilation was going through the room. And after an hour of 20 minutes, I pushed back to 30 minutes under his feet. And I repeated all the processes. I tried making him some food to eat. He did have a little bit, just really keeping him as comfortable as possible. And his body was still very warm. And again, trusting that your body is doing exactly what it's made to do, right? So if it's warm, it's important for your body to fight this virus or whatever it is, and it needs to be this way to fight it, right? So all you doctor friends understand, or those are knowledgeable, understand how that body system works. Well, very nervous, of course. Then I pushed back to 45 minutes, and at 45 minutes, his head. Oh, sorry. By the way, the first 20 minutes, his headache diminished. By the end of that 20-minute hour, his headache had completely gone away. So after 20 minutes for an hour, then 30 minutes under his feet, and I did that twice for an hour. Then I attempted to push back to 45 minutes. When I did try to push back to 45, his headache started to come back. Then I realized I've got to stick to 30 minutes. So I did 30 minutes again for another hour and attempted to push back again. And little by little, I was able to push back more and more. Now this happened, he first started feeling major symptoms about 10 o'clock in the morning. And I would say in the evening, maybe about 6 or 7 o'clock, he was alert, feeling much more comfortable, very mild headache, more talkative, sitting up in bed, still very, I could see, very, like you could tell his body's fighting something, but now just alert and comfortable, which is terrific. And the fear I had, of course, my husband teases me, but I never left his bedside. I brought my home desk and I worked next to his. I just needed to hear his breathing and make sure there was no changes in his breathing. It was my mom who reminded me, did you wear a mask? And you know what? I'm so terrible. And I guess this is mother instinct, right? I didn't even think about myself. What did I need to do? What do I need to do to service my child? What does he need? And I just went full force. I did isolate him, and I made sure he and I were separated from the family or contact, but I didn't even think about myself. And we do that often. And anyhow, fortunately, as I'm applying the oil, I'm also getting all of these benefits myself. So, maybe I'm not getting sick because of those. I like to think about it like that. And then by the next day, which is a Sunday, I kept him isolated. His temperature was back to normal. Eating was back to normal. He enjoyed being able to be on his electronics practically all day because I isolated him just to make sure he was good and I could just observe him better, and just for the safety of my rest of the family. But I just wanted to tell you how powerful these oils are. This is my testimony. And if you are concerned or you're interested in getting this blend, hit me up. I'm very happy to sell you one for $20. And it is $20 because of the materials and the multitude of oils that are in this blend. If you want to get your own oils, please hit me up and I can send you a link with a cart of all of these oils. Or I can help you get set up on various, maybe the top 8 or 10 most commonly used oils. I have to keep, it's just on me. I have to keep reminding myself the power of natural healing, because I do tend to go back to traditional. I've just been programmed this way most of my life, and to see the power of these oils and to see it on my child and for it to work quickly it just touches my heart. And we're all dealing with these kinds of things. So now I decided that I'm going to rub it under his feet every day, because he does go to school. So he and his brother get it every day. And I also apply it to myself, you know, just as precautionary measures. You can't go wrong with oils. And, you know, just being able to feel so empowered that I can have this in my hands and I can do something about it when my child isn't feeling well. It was just such a wonderful feeling. So I had to jump on this video. I had to share it with you folks. You know, please hit me up if you have any questions or want your own, because, you know, this is the business of sharing. And this is why I got into this, for my business. You know, I knew I wanted oils for myself. I knew I wanted it for my family, and I wanted the business because I wanted to get my oils for free. And also I wanted to share, and I live off testimonials. So when I'm getting testimonials from my friends and family, and they're so quick to call me, Sarah, I've got to tell you what happened today. It just warms my heart, because you know what? I was able to help them get those benefits, and to be able to know that I was a part of something so strong and powerful and moving in their life and completely life-changing. You know, I feel very fulfilled. So anyhow, that's me rambling. That's my testimonial for today. If you haven't checked it out, check out Oils with B. Here's his link, and please subscribe and like. We have so much fun doing these videos. Hit me up, mydoterra.com/vivelife. If you've got any questions, need a contact or any oils, I'm here for you. So take care. Get your oils. Bye, guys.